Let's see what sort of delusional rant Kari Lake puts together.
Wow, thank you so much.
Crank it a little.
We won. Woo!
And we will ban men.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see all you patriotic Americans. I want to thank Matt and Mercedes Schlapp for inviting me back to CPAC. There's no place in this world I'd rather be than to share a stage with the greatest president we've ever known, President Donald J. Trump.
Mexico.
I just saw that amazing man backstage. He's so excited to come out. And how many of you were inspired by President Trump at some point in your life? He inspired me. I would not be here without that man. I would not be on this stage. When I walked...
Well, no, she used to be a Democrat. Didn't she come up with this whole new character just as a sycophant sort of act?
To God, I had no idea that I would ever end up right here. I didn't know what was in store for me. I did not, I promise you this, I never imagined this. This is not what I thought I would be doing.
We didn't either.
I walked away and I truly handed my life over to God 100%.
Ooh.
100%. I walked away and I put out a video to the people of Arizona explaining to them why I was no longer interested in working in a field that had become propaganda, the fake news back there. I didn't care what they paid me. I didn't care how much they were willing to throw at me. I was no longer willing to work for them. And
this is literally beyond parody.
People of this country. And we need more of them to walk away. So, an amazing thing happened. After I put that video out, the people of Arizona reached out to me and they asked me to run for office. They recruited me to run for office. And I agreed, but I didn't know how to run for office. I mean, how many of you would know how to run for office? So I called I'll never forget the day, I called the AZ GOP. I said, how do I run for office? What do I do?
And with tears in their eyes, they said to me, sir, we'll help you.
Hey, ladies, why don't you come over? And you know what? I've got a crazy idea. Bring a bottle of wine. I think you're going to need it. And come on over right now.
Was this the drag queen event that she's been criticized as being a hypocrite over?
Unpolitical people to run the most exciting campaign in the country. And we won. We didn't play by the rules because, frankly, I did not know what the rules were. I had no idea what they were. I would hear from high-priced political consultants, whatever you do, don't talk about the election. I didn't listen to that. Then they would say, don't mention COVID shots and don't mention the masks. Don't talk about any of that. Suffice to say, I did not hire those losers.
Wow.
I ignored them. I ignored all of them. I did it my way, and I listened to the good people of Arizona. And I stand before you today, the Trump-endorsed Republican nominee for governor of Arizona. Woo! Now, thank God, I did not know what this would entail back then. God only showed me a little part of the path. If he would have showed me the whole darn thing, I might not be standing here.
Because God works in mysterious ways.
Nastiness, the endless attacks on myself and my family, my children. They would follow us. They'd follow my children. Take pictures of them. They'd park outside of our house. These people are evil bastards.
You get him, Kari.
Just look at what they put President Trump and his family through
There it
for
is.
7 years.
You guys called
He's
it.
got the globalists against him. He's got the fake news against him. He's got the left against him. And he's even got some people in our own party against him. We call them the rhinos. Now, listen, I feel for him because I actually got a taste of it myself. I actually kind of understand what it feels like to be President Trump. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. So one day I called him and I said,
I don't know, being 6'3", 239 sounds pretty good.
And he stopped me right there and he said, Kari, don't stop. That means you are directly over the target. So I'm feeling pretty strong right now. But they tell me what's about to come at me, it's about to get even worse, even more painful. And you know what I say to them? Bring it on. Bring it on.
Okay.
I welcome the vitriol. I welcome the strife, I welcome the attacks, and I welcome every bit of it with ultimate gladness. You know why? Because this fight before us proves to us that God is with us. He has chosen me, and he has chosen you.
That wasn't my takeaway.
For 1 second that God makes mistakes. You guys agree with that? He has placed each and every one of here at this point in history because he knows our strength. He's placed us here because he knows that we will be the ones to save this great republic. Absolutely. Now, this is where it's going to get a little difficult because I think we got to start welcoming people in. We got to welcome in, obviously, any patriot who loves this country, right? You're welcome into the movement.
Maybe, I don't know.
We're going to welcome the conservatives, but not just the conservatives. We've got to welcome in the independents.
Lukewarm applause.
And we need to welcome in any Democrat disillusioned with the dead-end ideas of the Democrat Party.
Audience is very shaky on that.
And let me tell you, there are millions of them out there. We've got to welcome them into this party as they walk away. We need to say, welcome to the Republican Party, the party of we, the people.
She gives me real I'd like to speak to the manager vibes. I don't know about you.
I think it is a battle between left and right, but this is truly a battle between those who want to save America and those who want to destroy her. That's where we are at this moment. My question to you is, are you in this fight with us? Are you ready to fight? Because we need each and every person to be in this foxhole with us. We all have to be willing to take the same hits that I've taken and that President Trump has taken. That means we've got to be willing to
Trump's
put our job on the line.
Did you guys hear that?
Who's had to do that? A few people out here. I see hands have
That's
gone
crazy.
up. We got to be willing to put our paycheck on the line. I know how that feels. It's not fun. We have to be willing to be attacked, and we got to be willing to lose a friend or two, or 50.
What a lunatic.
I think I've lost about 150.
There you go.
We have to be willing to be kicked off of Twitter.
Oh, don't worry. You're getting kicked off
that
at
our
this rate.
founding fathers lost a lot more than a Twitter.
Some of the disinformation just part of this speech would get her kicked off Twitter.
They lost their fields. They lost their homes. Those were torched.
She's basically saying we have to cancel ourselves to then portray ourselves as the victims to then win.
Some of them even gave their lives fighting for this country. For them, America was just an idea.
Right.
For us, America has been a reality. And it is up to us to ensure that America does not become a memory.
That's not happening anytime soon.
This is our moment right now to prove to our ancestors that their struggles and losses were not done in vain. It is our moment to prove right now how much this country means to us.
Right.
And I'm willing to take that sacrifice. And I know that you in this room are willing to.
What is she sacrificing again?
My father was a history teacher, high school history teacher. And nobody looks back on history on those who were unscathed. They're not even remembered. It is only those of us who have the scars who will be remembered. Those of us with the scars of battle,
This is fully delusional.
that will make history. We may have won this battle, and I won an epic battle in Arizona.
A lot of me energy here.
We drove a stake through the heart of the McCain machine.
Ooh. Ooh. That is some cringe.
I felt like I had to wear garlic around my neck when I did that. So my question is, are you ready to fight a few battles?
Yeah, against you.
We need to fight like hell to take this country back. I know that the man standing back there is willing to do it. I know I'm in this battle and willing to do it. Who is ready to rise up and go out there and win this war to save America? Let me hear you. Thank you, CPAC. Thank you, Texas. And God bless Arizona, and God bless America. Thank you so much.
Wow. A completely delusional speech. I mean, Trump might be able to outdo it, but completely delusional.